One of the fastest growing maintenance profit centers in recent years is the automatic transmission service. This combination of the right equipment and the right product has provided millions of additional trouble-free miles to automatic transmissions in vehicles both large and small. This service replaced the old slow and messy drain and fill method, which could not remove the fluid trapped in the torque converter. This used to mean adding new fluid to the contaminated fluid, thus compromising the entire purpose of the service. Maintenance shops around the world credit the BG automatic transmission, power flush, and fluid exchange system as the key component to eliminating the need for transmission replacement in their vehicles. Your profitability depends on servicing the greatest number of vehicles in the least amount of time using the best technology possible. BG Products matches the right equipment and most effective products to efficiently meet the specific requirements of the vehicles you service. This is the BG Big Dawg 2 Heavy-Duty Power Flush and Fluid Exchange System. Shops where the majority of vehicles range from small to large find that BG's Big Dawg 2 fits the bill. Here's why. The BG Big Dawg 2 is designed to be used in combination with BG Quick Clean for automatic transmissions, which is added to the transmission fluid just before servicing to remove deposits from the valve body, filter screen, and other transmission components. The BG Big Dawg 2 uses the power of the vehicle's transmission pump, forcing the old contaminated fluid out and drawing new fluid in through large capacity hoses that enable the BG Big Dawg 2 to completely flush and replace fluid in a 32-quart transmission in as little as 2 minutes. After thoroughly flushing the transmission and replacing the used fluid with new, BG ATC Plus is added to extend the effective life of the transmission fluid. The special antioxidants in BG's ATC Plus prevent harmful gum and varnish deposits from forming. Please be sure to thoroughly read the operating instructions before beginning the service procedure. To begin, check both tank valves to be sure the appropriate number of tanks are activated and full of new fluid. This vehicle has approximately a 28-quart fluid capacity, so both tanks will be used. Remember, you must have at least one tank online at all times. Start the vehicle and run until normal operating temperature is reached. Next, check the fluid level in the transmission and adjust to normal. Now add BG Quick Clean for automatic transmissions at a ratio of 1 quart per 10 gallons of dry fill capacity. With the engine idling, the brakes applied, and the parking brake firmly set, shift the transmission through the various gears to activate the valve body to be sure BG Quick Clean reaches all areas of the transmission. The vehicle should now be driven for approximately 10 minutes. If it's not feasible to drive the vehicle, then it should be allowed to idle for 15 to 20 minutes. Turn off the vehicle's engine and locate a junction at the radiator, transmission, or external transmission cooler that is easiest to access. Note, be sure to avoid connecting the transmission's external filter lines. The pressure in these lines may exceed 300 psi and could trip the pop-off valve on the BG Big Dawg 2, causing fluid to be expelled from the unit. Separate the line at the junction. Now attach adapters to both ends of the line. Connect the two service hoses to the adapters. The BG Big Dawg 2 will self-align to the flow direction. Be certain the hoses are connected to the transmission lines and not the power steering or engine cooler lines. Many of these lines look similar. Turn the service selector to light duty for cars and pickups and heavy duty for larger vehicles. The vehicle we're servicing has a 28-quart capacity, and therefore we will turn the service selector to heavy duty. Next, turn the control lever to bypass. Now start the engine. Verify that you have flow in the sight glass. If there is no flow, turn the engine off immediately and recheck all quick connectors to be sure they are fully engaged. Once flow is determined, you may then turn the control lever to Process Purge. It's time to shift the transmission through all gears to be certain the valve body is thoroughly flushed. Remember to have a foot on the brake pedal and set the parking brake during the shifting procedure. The process time for this vehicle using both tanks is under 5 minutes. The system is fully automatic from this point and will simply go into bypass mode. The fluid exchange will be complete when the pressure differential between the gauges is approximately 20 psi or higher. When the exchange is complete, recheck the fluid level. If it is too high to accommodate 1 quart of BG-ATC+, refer to your operating instructions for removing fluid through the drain valve. With the proper fluid level determined, turn off the vehicle's engine. Turn the control lever to pressure release to release the pressure trapped inside the BG Big Dog 2. Remove the service hose adapters. And reconnect the transmission lines. Change the external filter and install 1 quart of BG-ATC+. Finally, start the engine. Check the fluid level and inspect for leaks at the connections and filters. The BG Big Dog 2 heavy-duty power flush and fluid exchange service is now complete. To start, check both tank valves to be sure the appropriate number of tanks are activated and full of new fluid. This vehicle has approximately a 4-gallon capacity, so only one 6.5-gallon tank will need to be activated. Remember, you must have at least 1 tank online at all times. Start the vehicle and run until normal operating temperature is reached. Next, check the fluid level in the transmission and adjust to normal. Now add 1 11-ounce can of BG Quick Clean for automatic transmissions. With the engine idling, shift the transmission through the various gears to activate the valve body to be sure BG Quick Clean reaches all areas of the transmission. The vehicle should now be driven for approximately 10 minutes or allowed to idle for 15 to 20 minutes. Turn off the vehicle's engine. Now locate the transmission cooler line. Separate the line at the junction. Attach the adapter fittings to the open cooler lines. And using the smaller hose set, attach the light-duty adapters to the service hoses. Now turn the control lever to bypass. Now start the engine. Verify flow in the sight glass. Now turn the service selector to light duty. Turn the control lever to process. Immediately, with both brakes on, shift the transmission through all gears to be certain the valve body is thoroughly flushed before the process is complete. The process time for this vehicle, using one 6.5-gallon tank capacity, is about 5 minutes. The system is fully automatic from this point and will simply go into bypass mode when the exchange is complete. Pressures are generally lower on light-duty vehicles, and there may be only a 10 psi pressure differential when the exchange is complete. Check the fluid level to be sure the transmission will accommodate an additional 11 ounces of BG automatic transmission conditioner. If not, refer to your manual to remove fluid through the drain valve. Turn off the vehicle's engine. Turn the control lever to pressure release to release pressure trapped inside the BG Big Dog 2. Remove the service hose adapters. and reconnect the transmission line. Now add one 11-ounce can of BG ATC Plus. Finally, start the engine, check the fluid level, and inspect for leaks at the connections. The BG Big Dawg 2 light-duty service is now complete. Let's look first at recharging where pressurized fluid supply is available. A total of 13 gallons of fluid will be required to recharge both tanks. First, make sure both valves on top of the tanks are open, and make sure all other valves are closed. Turn the control valve on the BG Big Dawg 2 to the bypass recharge position. Turn the service selector to heavy duty. Now attach any open hose adapter to the end of either service hose, and place the end in the used ATF receptacle. Attach pressurized ATF to the recharge port on the side of the unit and let the chamber fill until the used ATF gauge reads 0 and pressure on the new ATF gauge starts to rise. This reading indicates all used fluid has been expelled and the tank is now filled with new fluid. Remove the pressurized fluid supply. Turn the control lever to pressure release. Pressure is vented back into the used oil storage tank. The recharging process is now complete. First, open the tank valves on each of the tanks that will need to be recharged with new fluid. Make sure all other valves are closed. Remember, only one tank can be filled at a time. Turn the control valve on the BG Big Dawg 2 to the bypass recharge position. Make sure the service selector is set to heavy duty. Attach any open hose adapter to the end of either service hose, and place the end in the used ATF receptacle. Attach the recharge adapter to the recharge port. Now apply pressurized air to the recharge adapter on the unit until the used ATF gauge reads 0. Remove the pressurized air supply. Turn the control lever to pressure release. Now you're ready to add new ATF to the BG Big Dawg 2. Start by opening the vent valve on the side of the unit. Remember, only one tank can be filled at a time. Attach the funnel and open the manual fill valve for the tank being recharged. Pour new ATF into the BG Big Dawg 2 until a steady flow of fluid comes out the vent valve. Allow the fluid to drain through the vent valve until the fluid level is low enough to close the manual fill valve. The ATF captured from the vent valve is new and can be put into the new ATF supply container. Now, close the vent valve. Manual recharging is now complete for the first tank. To recharge the other tank, open the fill valve and the vent valve and repeat this procedure to recharge the second tank. The beauty of the BG Big Dawg 2 lies in its simplicity. There are no pumps to break down or maintain. In fact, there's no onboard power required to operate the system at all. It uses the same pump that pressurizes, lubricates, and cools your transmission, easily keeping pace with the flow rate of any automatic transmission cooling loop. The BG Big Dawg 2 is the perfect answer for your mixed vehicle fleet. It will keep automatic transmissions running longer between service cycles and running with more trouble-free miles through the effective service life of your vehicles. The BG Big Dawg 2 heavy-duty power flush and fluid exchange system is one of a full line of proven maintenance services in BG's Maintenance Awareness Program from BG Products Incorporated. Ask your BG representative how MAP will save your shop time and money, and how you can invest in the future of your business with the BG Big Dawg 2 heavy-duty power flush and fluid exchange system.